Welcome everybody to Religious Studies A-Level. My name is Claire Allen and the purpose of this PowerPoint slide today is to give you more information about Religious Studies A-Level at St Brendan's College. It's a big hello from the RS teaching team here at St Brendan's College. I am Claire Allen and I'm the course leader of Religious Studies A-Level. My background is in study of religions and philosophy. I myself also took Religious Studies A-Level and Philosophy A-Level when I was 17. I then went on to study of religions at Bath University, and I then achieved a Master's in Religion, Philosophy and Public Life at Leeds University. I'm a specialist in post-16 teaching, and I've now taught post-16 students, i.e. 16 to 18-year-olds, for 9 years. I'm also an examiner for the very exam board that you will be studying for. My colleague Felicity also teaches Religious Studies A-Level, and she is also course leader of RPE. At this point, it might be useful to explain the difference between Religious Studies A-Level and RPE. So Religious Studies A-Level is a normal A-Level that you take over 2 years and it is assessed. RPE, which stands for Religion, Philosophy and Ethics, is a completely separate course, and it is a course which all students in the college have to study regardless of study programme. So there might be some overlap, but Religious Studies A-Level will get you an academic qualification at the end of 2 years, whereas RPE does not. There is an additional PowerPoint on RPE as well that I would encourage you to look at. Felicity graduated with a Master's from Edinburgh University, and she's worked at St Brendan's College since 2017. She writes that she's committed to helping all of her students to be the best self and to live their best life. So hello from the RS teaching team. In terms of how you will be assessed in Religious Studies A-Level, there is no coursework at all. So 100% of your grade will be determined by exams. What will happen is there are 3 modules, and at the end of the 2 years you will sit an exam in each module. Each exam is 2 hours long, and in each exam you will write 3 essay questions. So 100% of your grade will be determined by essay. So entry requirements for the course are as follows: at least 5 GCSEs at grade 4, and we also ask that you have a good standard of academic or essay writing. Because the course is determined by essay writing, then we need to ensure that you enjoy essay writing, you enjoy reading, and you are happy to write 5 or 6 pages of A4 in the exam hall. Are as follows. One module is called Philosophy of Religion, and this is the module that we often start off with. Philosophy of Religion comprises of ancient Greek philosophy, philosophy of mind, arguments for the existence of God, problem of evil, religious experience, religious language, and attributes of God. So philosophy of religion encompasses big questions such as: is there a God? Do we have free will? What is reality? If there is an all-loving God, why is there so much evil in the world? And how do Christians typically use religious language to convey their beliefs about a God as well? Then the second module that we study is ethics, and this comprises of a study of ethical theories. The ethical theories that we look at are utilitarianism, Kantian ethics, natural moral law, and situation ethics. You then apply those ethical theories to the following areas: euthanasia, business ethics, and sexual ethics. In the second year, you will then study conscience and the philosophy of ethical language, otherwise known as meta-ethics. The religion that we have chosen to study at St Brendan's is Christianity. It links really well with the philosophy of religion and ethics modules, and we study the following: human nature and what Augustine said about human nature. We look at the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. Afterlife, i.e. heaven and hell and purgatory. How do Christians make moral decisions, i.e. Christian moral principles? And then we look at more contentious issues such as Christianity and gender, Christianity and pluralism, and the rise of secularism and how that's impacted upon the Christian faith. So just to reiterate, those are the 3 modules that you will study over the 2 years, and you will get an exam in each. So you have 3 2-hour exams in each module, and each module is worth 33% of your final grade. In terms of trips and enrichment, our students in 2019 were really lucky to experience 2 key events. So first of all, the college invited Dr. Stephen Law to come as a guest speaker, and he spoke to our Year 1 and Year 2 Religious Studies students. And if you don't know Stephen Law, he's written some really famous books such as The Philosophy Gym and The Philosophy Files, and they certainly might be worth a buy if you're considering studying religious studies here at the college. They're really good, accessible books. And Stephen Law came for the whole day, and he delivered a full day of revision masterclasses, and he spoke to the students about ethics, philosophy and God, and the students found that it was really interesting, it really stretched their knowledge, and it was good to listen to someone who's really acclaimed in their field. We also took approximately 25 students to a local conference in Keynsham, and the title of the conference was Women in Religion, and we were lucky enough to speak, to listen to the three ladies there that you see on the PowerPoint slide. So we heard from a Muslim, a Jewish and a Christian woman, and these are all academics in their field, and they told us about their views and experiences about gender and religion. It was a day of great discussion. The students were asking really good, insightful questions, and our students had the opportunity to mix with other local schools as well. We hope to continue offering trips in enrichment, and we always actively seek to find out if there are any opportunities in the local area or nationally, or we often offer online webinars as well. In terms of what you can do after studying a Religious Studies A-level, so I think it's really important to emphasise the number of skills that you will gain when you study Religious Studies A-level, and they are skills that employers and universities really, really respect. So, for example, Religious Studies A-level will certainly nurture critical and analytical thinking. This is not necessarily a description, factual-based subject at all. 60% of your grades are actually constructing an argument and justifying that argument. So you will leave the course being a really critical and analytical thinker. You will learn to construct and analyse arguments. You will show a clear and innovative thinking, problem solving, questioning assumptions. You will start thinking in a very abstract manner, and that basically means that some of the content that we study is beyond this world. It's beyond what we can see and the knowledge that we gain via our senses, so it gets you to think outside of the box. You will learn to interpret information and to evaluate scholars. You will certainly acknowledge and hopefully respect different religious and cultural views on certain topics such as euthanasia, sex and business. You will show your employer that you are respectful and you can engage in a balanced and empathetic argument. You're sensitive. You are aware of current affairs and ethical issues, and of course you will be able to convey excellent written and verbal skills. In terms of careers that are popular with some of our religious studies students, many of our religious studies students go on to university to study a humanities related degree, but we also have students that go straight into the employment sector, students that volunteer, or students that take the apprenticeship route. For example, in the past, some of our students have taken the medicine route, and they have taken Religious Studies A-level alongside their chemistry, biology and maths, and they found it to be really useful in terms of euthanasia. Some of our students have gone on to careers in journalism, teaching, public services and law. So thank you very much for listening to this PowerPoint. I hope you found it informative and it's inspired you to take Religious Studies A-level here at St Brendan's College. Feel free to now ask us any questions that you have. Thank you very much.